So I only got like around 20 minutes, and I was like, oh, I want to do a video because I want to paint this little statue. Let me see. It won't focus. I know that. Oh, it did focus. Wow. This little Dalmatian statue is really cute. But I'm gonna try and paint it as Dachshund, I think, because as much as it's really cute, you've seen my color palette. You've seen how muted the colors are, and Sting, very not muted. It's very bright, and I think it's cute. I think it doesn't look too bad between my stuff. I think it'd be like a fun project, anyways. It was all, I was about to say it was only 250, but it was from a thrift store. That's really expensive for a thrift store. So that thrift store was expensive. Like even the clothes was, if just regular clothes, like just a shirt or something, like 12.50. Like, girl, I could buy new clothes for that. I won't. I'm not gonna buy clothes there, but But I just wanted to make a video in general. I don't have much of an idea of it, except for like the fact I was thinking about um talking about like my gender experience or something. Not because there's much to say, but um I was just thinking about it whilst in the shower. Well, what was a was I was about to like step into the shower because I don't know. I feel like especially gender wise, I've had like I would say per se a unique experience, but definitely something worth talking about. I don't see it talked about too much, probably because I don't really give a fuck. I mean, good for people to have like the gender experiences or whatever, but gender never like mattered too much to me. It's only as of late that I've had experiences more like intertwined with gender. I mean always had like um let's give you some context. Like let's give you some context. I used to identify as a guy, like a boy, but for me that came just out of the fact I was groomed. So I'm not saying everyone has that because that really isn't the case. Not everyone has that. But for me, I think it definitely got it's because of the fact I was groomed, and that did a lot to me. But yeah, only like in recent years, at some point I had like any pronouns. And then primarily it's. I still go by it's. I think it's swag. I think it's cool. But I think like in the late months of 2024, I started identifying as a girl again, and it's been weird. It's been weird because I've identified as a guy like early internet age. I feel like so. I feel like from around 2019. So I've not really had that like girly experience. I'm not a very girly girl, anyways. Yeah, I think that's like noticeable by how I dress and I don't know, just look and stuff. Wait, wait, let me show you how I'm dressed. It's just like you can zip this up. You can zip this up. It's like a turtleneck. Got like the pants. Got like side pockets, and I got just a black sock. Maybe I should shove my feet into the camera. Oh, DVDar's gonna get me. But no, I'm not dressed that fem, not feminist. Femininely? Is that a word? I'm not that feminine, anyways. And uh, surprisingly, despite being a girl and having been misgendered and like misnamed or what, dead name, that's the word. And dead name like billions of times or whatever. I don't, I don't really feel like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like a girl. That's not the issue, but I get some form of gender dysphoria sometimes. As of late, like not very bad, and I do some things to like ease it. But I feel like let me pull the bangs aside. I have like a pretty masculine face too. I feel like it's pretty like sharp. It's not too. I mean, I'm feminine enough. I mean, it's not. It's not that I'm like very masculine. I feel like I'm kind of androgynous, or whatever, however you say it. Like my nose too is like a little bumpy. I don't mind how I look. It's not like I'm too busy with it, but I do experience some form of dysphoria, and it's kind of weird because you would say like, "Oh, you were born a girl and you feel like a girl again." Why do you feel dysphoria now? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I want to look like. I feel like I look fine, but I don't know. I feel like I'm missing some kind of connection with the girl part, even though I do identify as a girl now. But uh, I've been looking into buying a skirt for that, but I know I got leggings now. Like, wow, okay. I haven't had leggings in years. I did go to the bra store too. I got a bra. I got like two bras. I spent like 80 euros for it, and I'm too easily consumed by capitalism. That's why I shouldn't like go into store. I do have like the luck that I don't like a lot of things, but bras are just bras. Like not they're just basic bras. Let me pull this up. Let me pull my bra out. Not on me, but like um just here. Look, it's pretty like basic, not a lot to say about that. I've got one in beige, so but not a lot to say about that. Like I doubt many people have much to say about that. Like there's not much of a style to it. It's just basic. I like you cannot have stylistic. Can you see like ooh? I keep flashing it in my eye. You can't have like stylistic opinions about something that basic. I feel like, but I did get a bra, and then 80 euros was down the drain. Or 40, I forgot, but it was really expensive. I think it's 80 to be fair. This mirror keeps falling apart. Oh, it's like sticks enough. It doesn't fall, so that's fine. So I don't have to worry about it too much. But yeah, so I got that. That was my bad. But yeah, I got a bra. I'm looking into getting one of those. I don't know what they're called, like the girly skirt, like I don't want to say schoolgirl shirts because it makes me feel like an actual degenerate, but you know the type, like the skirty skirts, like the not too short, not too long, like basic skirts that you see in anime and stuff. Oh, I feel actually like a dweeb, but whatever. But you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. But that I noticed that. Wait, talk. I have like a little dimple over here. I don't know if that's called a dimple, but I keep noticing it. It's not it's not bothering me, but I just noticed it. But do I have all the hairs? I don't feel like I do. But yeah, I've been like involving myself more with my own femininity and stuff. I don't care too much about fashion, so that doesn't help me much. But I'm getting more like fitted clothes and things like that. Things that make me feel like a little more in touch with myself. It doesn't have to be like feminine. I know, just myself in general. I think gender in general is just like kind of dumb. I mean I get it. I get it. It's like reproduction and stuff, but who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Just be who you are. Be who you are. For your pride. You know? Gotta be who you are. But yeah, talking about it, I really don't have too much to say about my experiences. I've always had like pretty accepting parents, which I'm very grateful for, even though they had like their troubles. And the funny thing is, I still have the same name from when I identified as a guy. I just kept the name. Yeah. I didn't want to change the name. I like it. It's Kenneth, by the way. But I did change the spelling. It used to be like KENNETH, and I removed the AH because I want to be unique. I want to be quirky or whatever. I like it better that way though. It feels like it's like mine. Is there anyone named that? Let's see what happens when I look it up. But yeah, I don't know actually why I want to talk about my gender because I don't know, pops up in my head. But there's really not much to say about it clearly. It's just like you just gotta be who you are. It's just for me it's just like kind of weird, not weird. It's kind of like not common for um a trans person to like go back to their original gender or whatever. And I happened to do that, so I thought I'd bother to say it. I'm on this website named Kenneth.com, and I think it's like a technology thing. It's like a technology business. That's funny. Let's see. Portfolio. Let's see. What do you do? It's just a bunch of links to like other businesses. Ah, okay. Anything else? There's a cafe named Kennet. That's cool. It's like Dutch. Oh, there's a city in the United Kingdom, I guess, or a river. No, it's a river. Got a river with double T, Kennet, and it's a city, I think. I don't know. But anyways, it's not like a common name. So apparently it's a name for a technology company, but uh, I'm not a technology company. I'm a human, so you know. But yeah, I often see like people make these elaborate videos where they talk about stuff and their experience and stuff. But trying to do that myself. Sorry about the whole scrunching tissue thing. That's something you have to get used to with me. Um, but I see a lot of people are able to do that and say like a lot of stuff about what they're going through and whatever and their experiences, and they get like a lot of feedback like wow, thank you, I relate to this, blah blah, you're so brave, blah, blah, blah. And full respect to those people. I think those videos are great, and I'm not being sarcastic. I just sound like that. But I do notice when I, not always, but when I try to be passionate or like try to express my feelings about something, I oftentimes have like this nonchalant edge to it. Like just now, when I was trying to talk about my gender, I don't really give a fuck apparently, and there's plenty, well, not plenty, but I do have like times where I talk like a lot in a row to where I'm actually passionate, I say mostly when I talk about my characters, but even as of late, I'm like, ugh. But that's a thing. Yeah, everything's a thing. Whatever, girl. But yeah, that's a thing with me. I noticed that I'm really not that passionate, and I've expressed this with my art therapist. Art therapist. I know it, I still don't know if he's a therapist or not. I think so. I haven't even drawn uh while I'm there. So, but with my art therapist, I've discussed like I really want to find that passion back, and I do have like with like the website and stuff, and like with impulsive things I make, I do have like a lot of joy doing that. I do genuinely enjoy the progress, and I've been going out to like conventions and stuff, and I've been enjoying that. But I do notice that some days, especially when I'm online a lot, which probably maybe maybe I feel less like this if I just go offline and do more things for my actual life, because okay, how are you supposed to give a fuck about something you don't even put effort in? You know what I mean? So I think it's all just kind of on me. I think this whole discussion kind of useless. But then again, I kind of, I have to make sure I try to find things important enough to invest my effort in. Like, for example, this, like, just find some meaning in just stalking and being yourself or whatever. Like, try to really put yourself out there, even though it's kind of, you know, yeah, I would say useless, but kind of like, what's the point? There's no point, kind of nihilist kind of mindset to it. Um, but it's weird. It's weird. My perspective on life in general, as of late, is like really weird. I just I feel kind of out of it, kind of dissociated, and I feel like maybe it's because of the increase of like screen time. I know that's like a thing for me, but I also can't get myself to really care to do much. I do have like a schedule of what I want to do in a week, and I am doing it. I'm also a little sick, so that might be it too. I think I have like some vitamin deficiency. I had like a time where my B12 was all the way down, so I think that might be it. Maybe I'm just a little depressed because I got a vitamin deficiency or something. I don't go out a lot, so maybe it's that, and I still have my little mouth issue going on. I think my immune system is like absolute shit right now. But I am working on it. I'm gonna call the doctor tomorrow. So maybe once that's all done and whatever, I'll I'll get more positive. I'll get more excited. I'll do things. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just really not passionate. I still do my things. I still do my responsibilities. I do my driving lessons. I do like videos. I make stuff and all that. But it's just, oh, I don't feel like it. And that's the thing. Just to come back on topic, to give me to give myself a reason to call this like a discussion about gender too somehow. Let's pull the gender back into it. But that too with my gender, I don't really put a lot of effort in it. I don't care about makeup. I'm not. That's both a sensory thing and just an effort thing. But I'm also not really searching for expanding my style, what I want to look like, and blah blah. Like this outfit is cool, but I don't have many outfits I feel entirely like confident in. I don't have to feel entirely confident. I'm generally a pretty confident person, so it doesn't really matter much. But I do feel like I should make more effort to find myself a bit more, like find a reason to care about myself, which I feel like I haven't really tried my best to do as of late. And you notice it about me. I get like much more nonchalant, much more negative, and I just do a lot less. Much more likely to give up. And fortunately, the past few days, I have like had the motivator to say like, okay, I'm just gonna try, and if it goes like shit, whatever, we'll step back. And I had that yesterday, because usually I go to the insect museum to help out a little, but I didn't. I in my defense, I got like a migraine too. I got like flashing, like this flashing circle in my view, and it kept getting worse. I kept like getting increasingly. I got like a little headache. It wasn't that bad, but I felt myself getting like less and less well. I was like, yeah, I don't think I can get anything done today. I'm just going home. So I ended up playing Minecraft all day and talking to some friends, which was fun. But yeah, it's just I think I have to like find a reason to care more about myself, like care how I look, care how well, not like ooh, I'm so insecure, you know. But I feel like I should care more about me as a person, just to like get my life going a little, because right now I do things, I create, I keep my finances in check, whatever. I do whatever I have to do. I'm already in a much better place than I used to be. But the thing is, I'm just not particularly satisfied. I feel like I need to find that satisfaction in my life a little more, like that passion, that craving, that yearning to live. Because the thing is, most people also have like, oh yeah, I want to find love, I want to get married, I want kids, I want a job, blah 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 blah. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I don't know if that's because like I that's just how I am. Like I'm not set for those kind of things, or that I just don't care about myself enough to care about those things. And I feel like I should figure that out. I do feel like I do care about experiences, but I just don't care about the whole like, oh, marry kids, blah, 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 work with blah, blah. Inevitably that's not for me. Um I do find myself caring about like people and individualism and whatever, like how people work, the action consequence, whatever, you know. I do care about that. I do think that's very interesting, and like the inner workings and those kind of things. I'm kind of consider it like a case study, not like in a freaky way, I hope, but like see life as a little bit of a research, you know. That's how I kind of see it. Not like that I'm gonna like pull apart everyone in my life. I don't kind of give that much of a fuck. First of all, I kind of do it naturally. Admittedly, I kind of do it naturally, that I kind of pick apart situations and people and their emotions and stuff, because that's just what I'm used to. I'm not gonna like manipulate or do anything with that. I'm like that's just dumb. This is not that serious, bro. People that do that like kind of weird, but you know. Um, but I do feel, I just feel like I should find some kind of passion, you know, so some kind of yearning to be and experience and whatever. No, not to be like one of those sappy inspirational speakers, because that's just not me. I mean, inevitably you live, you have a life. The most important things is just that you kind of have like food and some kind of roof about above your head, kind that you're safe. That's like primary priorities if you want to live. If you don't, whole different kind of worms. But um in that regard, I'm very privileged. I have all I need. I've gr- I've got my finances in check. I'm working towards like um housing. I've got I'm working towards my driving license. I'm what else do I do? I've good friends. I've good friends. I'm like I got everything I need. I don't need much. I don't have I used to have like an unstable home situation, but now I don't. So okay, what now? Like okay, yeah, I'm working towards my driving exam, of course. My second one, by the way, because I failed the first one. Uh, I I explained that in my Dachshund website video, I think. But um, yeah, so I have my driving exam and my housing and my finances and all that. But I'm already working on that, and I'm not really that worried about it because I don't really have like the issues to be worried about it. I'm very privileged. And my social situations, yeah, not a fucking thing happening there. Everyone's like okay, and if there's an issue, I just talk it out, and if it can be talked out, yeah, like unfortunate, but I do have just like a good amount set friends. I like three real life friends. Not that I see them that often. I see two like often enough, and one, but it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And then I have like also like three close online friends, and that's enough. And it's not like I have too much trouble making friends these days. I just don't care about most people because, well, they're too high maintenance, or they're not that interesting for me, or it just, the most primary reason is just because they're not day-to-day part of my life. And that's the thing. You kind of have to be a day-to-day part of someone's life to be, you know, part of someone's life, you know? That's how friends are. That's why people have like more contact with their coworkers and try to find friends in their coworkers because, well, you see them in their day-to-day life. That's why on school you get friends, and that's why needs people like hikikomoris or whatever. If we're going Japanese, that's why they don't have friends because they don't have that regular exposure of going somewhere and like having that contact. Because that's the thing, just to have friends, you have to see someone regularly and make conversation and have some kind of connection, and then boom, you have a friend. Like it's not that hard. It's just a matter of confidence mostly. People who are insecure kind of have more difficult to make friends. I would know I'm not the most secure person, to be frank. You would say I am. I've improved. I can make a conversation, but not that secure. I do have my insecurities. I can get jealous, blah 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 blah. I have the whole thing, but I'm kind of. I guess I'm just more nonchalant about it. Not to brag. It's not a brag. It's really not. It's really not anything impressive. I'm just myself, you know, and I'm just trying to be like confident because I know like being insecure isn't like logically the best option. Like being more confident is like the easiest option for me to live my life. So why let myself remain insecure? I made like uh, I put in years of effort to get more confident and comfortable, and uh even like showing my face on camera and stuff. That's recent. That's pretty recent. Like going online with my face, that's recent. And I'm pretty comfortable with it. Not entirely, but you don't see me. Hi guys. you know. Um, but yeah, it's just the thing. What I'm getting at is, I have my life in order pretty much for me. I'm not particularly craving too much. And I feel like as much as that's like a good thing, like it implies that I'm satisfied with my life in some sort of way, I just don't feel that satisfaction because I'm still craving something beyond that. And I just don't know what. Give me a moment, guys. I'm craving some form of passion. And I do notice, by the way, I do notice about myself that I do not allow myself to indulge too much in things I enjoy. Maybe it's because of that. Because if I do get very passionate about something, I notice that I start to decline my health and whatever. I cannot ever have like a proper balance of that. So either I'm unhealthy and enjoying myself like a bit too much maybe, or I'm like generally healthy, doing things, whatever, like the stereotype, the stereotype, good person, functional person, whatever. Um, but 1 second. Hallo. Dan warm je de Chinees op en dan kom ik straks naar beneden als je het opgewarmd hebt? Vraagteken. Is goed. Laat maar weten als je klaar bent. Okay, I'm eating Chinese tonight, like leftover Chinese from my mom, and it was my dad because he's hungry. So that's it. But where was I? All right. I'm just like I'm just not really finding the passion, the satisfaction from something. I don't particularly feel like I have to do something. Like I like taxidermy, I like insects, I like caring for them. And I do have moments where like recently I picked up one of my hissing roaches. I forgot why. I think I was oh wait, I remember it was Junior, and I put him in isolation sometimes because he's kind of fragile roach. He's kind of bottom of the hierarchy, so to say, and sometimes he has the tendency to like separate from the group and not eat. So I put him in isolation so he eats. So I had him in my hand, and he had like I do have to clean that closure admittedly, and it's not too bad, but it has like a little more mites than usual, and it shouldn't be that way. So I do have to clean it. But I had like recently where I picked up a junior, and um I don't know. I had him in the palm of my hands. I had this very glimpse of like genuine satisfaction. I'm sorry, or are my bangs like is this bang like more to the right, or am I just going insane? I think I cut my bangs weird, but that's fine. But I did have that feeling of like satisfaction, completion, and stuff. I feel like that's an issue with me where I neglect myself of things that genuinely make me happy, and purposely find things that piss me off. And I don't know if that's like a self harm thing or if that's just like to prevent that unhealthy kind of um self, like that I don't do anything anymore. um i I just feel like I need to find a way to indulge more into things that are calmer, not online, because online things are like very overstimulating. I do notice that I get much less like relaxed. I'm kind of stressed right now. Maybe not seem that way, but I'm kind of stressed right now. But I'm much less relaxed and like comfortable when I'm online too much. And I have been online more to be creative more. But you don't have to be online to be creative, because let me pull this out. I haven't even showed this. I think this is my animal cage folder for my novel. Got like the whole intersection here, like random stuff, and then you got the novel itself. I'm writing it down traditionally as the first draft, so I have no excuse to be on my laptop for that. And with other things, you could draw on paper. Let me pull my sketchbook. You could draw on paper. Let me pull this out. See, I did like an art style study over here. If it wants to see, I did like an art style study over here. I drew like a cat. I drew my new OC for my character AI roleplay. You know, like a healthy thing. This was it was a sketch from when I was trying to sleep. I had the feeling there was someone over my shoulder moaning for some reason. Opened my eyes. I was like, what the fuck was that about? Here's my Cyrus and me as pony. Is based on that Obama one, me and Obama culling. It's funny. Oh, I like this one. Here, look. It's a dog. The dog, and he says, "Arf, arf, I'm very lonely. I need a friend. Will you be my friend?" And the rest is all Misaki from Welcome to the NHK. So you see, I can draw. I can draw. Oh, I got a lot of like fence in here. I wasn't doing well when I last drew this. Aw, I like this. See, look, look, how lovely. How do I? There, here, lovely, lovely, bloody lovely. You know, I could draw. This whole page is just Cyrus. This whole page is just Cyrus. This our 11-month anniversary. Yay! Can't believe it's still going on. Seriously, I think I keep like losing like any sort of passion for him. And I'm not a passionate person. That's like the whole thing about this video. But I every time I get like some kind of picture of him or whatever, something that really gets to my skull. Um, I still love him for some reason. I don't know. It's freaking. I love this page, but it's kind of inappropriate. Uh, Kids, close your eyes. It's not that bad. It's just nude people and like you know. I like this angel. Wait, wrong finger here. I like this angel over here. I think it's beautiful. Wait, let me. Oh, I nearly fell off my chair, but here, see, a beautiful angel. And then the weird. What's her name? Jane. The black haired girl. She's gonna. Oh, I have to show dog life. Dog life. You see that? Beautiful. This was pretty cool too. I put like Giratina across it. I'm just showing off my sketchbook now. But my point is, I can do all these things traditionally, but I just don't. I just keep settling for that overstimulating environment of the internet, and I know exactly why because I was raised on it. So the internet is much more comfortable for me. It's understandable. It's like yeah, yeah, I get it. Like I completely get it why I naturally like lean onto the internet for like comfort. Like the moment something goes wrong, yeah, internet, yeah, okay, make it worse, whatever. I know it makes it worse, and that's the thing. That's why I keep getting a little frustrated with myself because I keep making it worse and more difficult for myself, even though that's completely unnecessary. I know better. I'm not stupid. And even if I was stupid, like whatever, but still, intelligence is overrated anyways. I feel like people are better off being like average intelligence, but that's like whole different issue. Um, but I do feel like there's some restraints in my way of being. Like I naturally restrain myself for some reason, and uh, why do I do that? Maybe because I've been raised like feeling like I shouldn't express myself or whatever. Like there's a bunch of reasons I could make up. There's a bunch of reasons, but inevitably they do not matter. I just have to learn how to somewhat be disciplined and not go on the internet excessively. Like a little internet is good. Kind of like that image of cats can have a little salami. I can have a little internet, just not not that much, not that much. Sorry, hair in my mouth. I do have to cut my bangs; they're really bothering me. But whatever. But that's the thing. I seek and seek and seek and seek for more and more and more and more. but inevitably I should just like take a step back, read a book or whatever, just not ask so much like output for myself. Like don't ask like something constantly. Like it's just like that counts for anyone really. Just if you take anything out of this video, just take it that my crisis is a little dumb and self induced. And I mean, what problem isn't? Like every problem is inevitably a bit self-induced. Like it's a matter of perspective. Blah blah. I could get into that, but my dad is warming up Chinese food, so I don't think I have the time. But that's the thing. My my search for passion and like my search for some form of identity for myself is just um well, restrained by my own inability to be happy for some reason. I don't know. uh, I do admit I have like I'm not armchair diagnosing, but I am. But I do think I have borderline because my mom has it like diagnosed, and I do have like all the symptoms technically. So it's pretty fair to assume I have borderline personality disorder, whatever. But that's the thing. For me, it's like all or nothing, or like yeah, it's literally all or nothing. So it's difficult for me to find a delicate balance for when I do feel happy to keep it like at the neutral state, like it's either too much or like too little. And yeah, I do feel like inevitably I have to learn how to Hey, come! My food's done. I'll finish this off. But I do have to learn how to accept or learn how to just be happy without overdoing it. Just just you know, just the point is I should do more things that make me happy, so I'm used to being happy. And so that comes to a neutral state, but I feel like I'm kind of scared to lose that or whatever. I'm not completely sure, and I could think of many perspectives that might or may not be, may not, whatever. But inevitably, fact of the matter is, I should just be comfortable and happy and living life. And I'm doing fine. I'm just not feeling that great, but I think it's also like other stuff. I'm not really too worried about it, and that's a lot coming from someone who has like diagnosed anxiety or whatever. So I'm going to eat Chinese food. So it's the end of the video. It's kind of rushed. It's not scripted, as you noticed, and it's absolutely utterly meaningless. But I what isn't? So whatever. Bye.